Amanda Fritz earlier today. I just love this. I'm going to use this. Endless pressure, endlessly applied. STAR is doing a great job at that, and I think that it's important all of us here today are here to remind everybody that the people of Portland come before upgrades to anything else. So I'm here to say that I want all bonds that are supposed to go out for different pieces of development and whatever they are to be halted until we resolve three issues. One is unsheltered people in extreme weather conditions like today, like yesterday, like the day before, like the winter that we've had so far, and like the summer that we're going to probably have this year. I'd also like to say that no bonds can be distributed, the monies from those bonds can be distributed until we deal with police brutality, riot cops showing up to people in the streets who are protesting, and the third is cops killing innocent black kids. So until those things, which are an emergency, get dealt with first, and now the exclusion, no bond money can go anywhere. Because let's face it, what did she call it? The loo and the splash pad. While fun and necessary, I think that our three grievances come first. Houselessness in weather conditions, creating shelter for them. It's dealing with police brutality and stopping it. It's stopping going after Teresa Rayford on our streets with LRAD. And it's ending unconstitutionality with this exclusion that's about to pass today.
Thank you. Next. Sorry.
I'm happy to speak again. I have no problem with that. I think Charles might have an issue.
Bridge Crane.
Bridge Crane.
Charles Johnson. It's sad to have a level of disconnection from Colonel Summers Park, where we are only talking about money and don't talk about Monday Fun Day, don't talk about food not bombs, don't talk about the beautiful gardens on the southeast corner of the park. That neighborhood is increasing in density. I don't know exactly if the park's budget includes like research. We know that when we come down Belmont or Morrison, there's more high-rise, unaffordable apartment buildings with conveniently built close to the park. The park is sort of the fusion, and also disappointed that there's nobody here from Buckman or Sunnyside. That park is sort of the fusion area between Buckman neighborhood, ever struggling to maintain the funding for their pool, and which is used by residents of Sunnyside too. So I would have liked it if the presentation would have had more engagement with the grassroots users of the park. That may have actually happened, but I feel like that kind of dry monetary experience. And I also think it would be great if instead of $2 million worth of police ammunition, we got $2 million invested in amplifying minority voices, people of color, talking about the plus and minus of their experience and the level of inclusion they feel with the resources in the Parks Department and throughout the city. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Rice.
Mr. Johnson, would you please tell me what Monday Fun Day is?
I think it's still going on, hasn't been squashed. So the lights for the tennis court go on at 10 o'clock, but at that time, it's actually a dodgeball court. And subsequent, I think there's still food not bombs feeding about 6 o'clock on Monday, and then community members from all parts of Portland that can make it, it's right off the 15 bus, come together and just be community. Hula hoops, dodgeball, sharing food, being a community, the purpose that the parks are really there for. And hopefully this money will, this parks money, you can't, it's not an issue where we can just squash it like $2 million worth of useless ammunition, but people from all of Portland to go there and connect with one another, so they can come and take my place in the place of the other 5 white men who are just talking to me.
Great. Thank you. Mayor, I move your report. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Call the roll, please.
Well, as Councillor Nurse, we all have to be very careful about which pots of money we use for what. I did promise at least 10 loos. They all use the restrooms as part of the 2014 Parks Bond, and this is one of those. And also the One measure which is to fix our parks will also improve the safety of the restrooms and the accessibility, as was mentioned. And then system development charges can only be used to expand capacity. One of the concerns of closing South East Neighbours is that there isn't any more new park being able to be bought because of the developments that's already happened. And so how can we add things to existing parks that provide expanded capacity to do more things? And that's what the system development part of this is to do. And again, thanks to Lauren McGuire for that.
Commissioner Fritz, we're having this item before us today because of your leadership in passing a parks bond. And this item is coming back to us today after you have designed the park upgrades with the community. And Buckman, as we know, is deficient in some parks facilities, so this is an important upgrade to a community, which, as we know, at budget time often feels left behind. Thank you for your leadership. Aye.
Saltzman.
Aye.
Daly.
Aye.
Mueller.
All right, the report is accepted. After the next item, we have some people here from ESU who want to testify on the next item. Given the late hour, we'll take a 15-minute break after 2:51. But why don't you call the next item?
251, direct the Office of Management and Finance to implement the space optimization proposal for the Portland building and work with the Portland Development Commission to implement the financing and occupancy plan for the Jasmine Blanc project with Portland State University.
Good morning. Afternoon, sorry.
Good morning, Council. Am I on there?
You're on.
For the record, my name is Tom Reinhardt. I'm proud to be your Chief Administrative Officer and Director of the Office of Management and Finance. Excited to be with you at my first council presentation meeting with you. One of our roles in OMF is to advise the council on how to sustain long-term financial health. We're here today to present the downtown office space optimization proposal to you that we reviewed at length together in our work session on January 1st. As you remember from that session, our analysis shows we can save billions of dollars over 20 years if we invest in 21st century systems furniture.
Or he needs to use the bathroom.
To make the best use of space in the newly reconstructed Portland building. This proposal includes furniture for all the existing employees returning to the building and also furniture intended to assist for over 400 additional employees, either moving in from spaces that we currently lease downtown or employees that bureaus project they're going to need in the future. Lastly, in the work session on the 31st of January, we discussed the city's partnership through the Portland Development Commission with Portland State University to construct shared office space on what is known as the Jasmine Block. We heard loudly and clearly from you that you are committed to this partnership, and you directed us to explore funding options with PDC to make sure that this project comes to fruition. This resolution today confirms that commitment as well. In summary, the resolution directs the Office of Management and Finance to do the following. Finance the optimization proposal in Exhibit A in front of you. Amend the forecast and obtain necessary contracts to implement the proposal. Work with both Portland Development Commission and Portland State University to continue development of the Jasmine Block. And finally, conduct a citywide study to determine the potential tenants in the future for both the Portland building, the 1900 building, and the Jasmine Block. Now, my colleague Ken Russ will outline the financial aspects of the proposal.
Thank you, Tom. Ken Russ, Chief Financial Officer of the City of Portland. Morning, good afternoon, Mr. Mayor and the Council. Talk a little bit about the financial impact associated with this project, and I know that you're familiar with this from the work session in January. Okay, thank you. The project is about an $18.8 million project, optimizing the space in the reconstructed Portland building. Debt service will be, bonds will be issued for over a 7-year period, and debt service will be incurred. Costs will be shared by Water and BDS, who will own their portion of these upgraded costs, and the rest of the tenants will share their debt service expenses as well. When we talked about it with you at the work session, we presented 3 different options for addressing the city's long-term growth needs. Option A was an alternative where we would invest in that growth space by leasing office space in the downtown. We would make tenant improvements for that lease space, and we would incur on an ongoing basis new lease-related costs. And we would not be able to relieve ourselves of existing lease costs in the downtown because there would be insufficient space in the Portland building to accommodate any more people. Option B was similar to option A, but instead of leasing space, we would actually build our own new space and put the growth-related employees into that space. And then we had option C, which was this proposal of how we would optimize Portland building usage. When we presented that analysis and ran the numbers with these different alternatives, we concluded that the optimization proposal made the most economic sense for the city, and that present value savings over the 20-year time period that we were forecasting totaled about $30 million. So a substantial reduction in cost by better utilizing the Portland building and being able to bring in lease space and accommodate growth for the future workforce needs of the city and the downtown. The proposal that, if approved by council, would result in both increases in the downtown office rates and in the blended rate cost pool. Those costs would begin in fiscal year 2021, and we estimate that the general fund impact would be about $750,000 a year over a 7-year period. Following the work session and some of the comments that we heard at the work session, we did some additional analysis, some sensitivity analysis on some of the underlying assumptions associated with the forecast and the projections that we were making. We looked at different assumptions about the cost of construction and the salvage value associated with growth-related space. We looked at what would happen if lease costs were faster than we were projecting. We also took into account changes in the number of employees and things like that. And what we found is that really none of these changes in assumptions had very significant impacts. The only one that had a potential for a significant change was if we reduced employee growth by about 50%. So even with that reduction, the present value savings were still in excess of $15 million. So we're pretty confident that the analysis that we've undertaken, the assumptions that we use are reasonable, and by testing it with changes in those underlying assumptions, we did not see anything that changed our conclusion. We reviewed our analysis with internal city finance managers, with the city budget office, and they've concurred with the format framework for our analysis and the reasonableness of our assumptions. So based on that analysis, our recommendation to you is to approve the resolution before you and direct us to begin the process of undertaking the financial underpinnings of the space optimization project.
Were you going to speak about the Joplin block?
Yes, Commissioner Sullivan, I did refer to it in my opening remarks that we heard very direct, we heard direction from the council at the work session to continue that, and we have worked with Portland Development Commission staff to figure out how to go forward on that. And part of this resolution is the study to figure out who will go in that space. We will continue working through the Development Commission with PSC, the agreement is with PDC and PSU. And this resolution directs us to do that.
Yeah, I wanted to make very clear, and I was asked to make crystal clear that the disposition and development agreement with the ADA is actually between the PDC and the PSU.
Hope my testimony wasn't too objectionable.
The development agreement that's being currently discussed will be between the city and the PSU, and that will come back in about the June timeframe.
Yeah, the June is the timeframe, so that's being worked on right now.
Thank you. First, I want to address a question to Ken Rust. Ken, once upon a time, we did not have a CFO position, and then we restored it, and we did something structural.